Game number 4 in this already pretty crazy series, ladies and gentlemen. Kvoth had the first win with his Kronos on competitive Mega Random. In all honesty, he needed that win. That was such a big win for him because Shadowfaxx coming in on the next 2 maps where Kvoth played Norse. Kvoth almost got the dub on Mirage with his Loki, but he just couldn't manage to convert it. And then in the Thor mirror, Shadowfaxx's experience is just way off the charts there. It's going to be a very tough time for anyone, even a Norse main, to get a win in those situations. I would have liked to see Kvoth try something and maybe a little bit different there, but again, didn't know that he was going to be fighting Thor on that map. But coming into game number 4, we see Calm Shores. Now, there are 2 Atlantean gods remaining for Kvoth. Shadowfaxx, on the other hand, does not have Isis for this map. So you have to kind of take Isis off the card, or you have to take Isis off the cards for Shadowfaxx. So what are the other gods he could potentially pick here and have a good time with? So let's just say, for argument's sake, Kvoth picks Kronos. What could Shadowfaxx realistically pick here to find an advantage? Could he go Gaia here? Maybe. Could he go Zeus here? Maybe. What would be the best god to take on against Atlantean on this map? That's a hard question. Potentially Set here wouldn't be a bad idea, in all honesty, with the idea of controlling one side of the water with aggressive animals. Now, I can't remember for certain if this map actually has aggressive animals or not, or if that is a quirk of this map to make those sort of advantages for Set to be just a little bit less. Currently, we're just kind of baiting time because Kvoth is organizing himself a coffee, but he did say it would take just about a minute. So, so in the end, you have to kind of really think Kronos, Gaia, what do I pick? So I'm thinking Zeus, Hades, Set, potentially Loki here wouldn't be crazy. We're getting into the game right now, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to wait and see what these gods are going to be. But there is almost no surprises here from Kvoth as he is spawning in the bottom of the map in the red color, playing as Kronos. And we see the save, the veto.
Yes.
I don't know what the veto is about there. Potentially there are some spawns on that map that I do not know about. And we will we'll get the game going very shortly here. There's no more vetoes left in this series. You only get 1 apiece, and it's you have to use them very sparingly. We'll have to wait and see what's going to happen here as we do spawn in yet again in the bottom of the map in the blue color, playing as Kronos. His name is Kvoth. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Hades. His name is Shadowfaxx. Maybe Shadowfaxx had a bit of a rough granary start. Maybe a hunt deleted or something. I'm not 100% sure. But we see the granary coming down onto this location. The villager coming down over here as well. Pygmalion statue being found early game here for Shadowfaxx. Might be a big deal here because, I mean, Kvoth might steal it as well. But we do see the Oracle coming both sides here as Shadowfaxx is going to start looking to kind of shank that down. I think that you just basically want to put 2 docks down here, right? You want to attack the Oracle, force the deconstruction, and just throw the next dock down. Move the villager forward, throw it down immediately. Don't even start a fishing ship. Kind of a waste of time. As we see the villagers now over here onto this wood. I like that Shadowfaxx has gone straight onto food first here to play around this kind of start. As Shadowfaxx does build the fishing ship, we do see the villager coming over here to shank this down as best as it possibly can. And there goes the deconstruction as the dock will end up coming back up here. And Shadowfaxx is battling to get this dock up. And there he goes as the Oracle going to come back down. All that annoyance out of the way. A little bit of a slowdown here as the dock does take a hot minute to build. But what Shadowfaxx can actually do here, and it might be a bit strange, but he could actually throw another dock down on this other side to keep him catch himself back up just a little bit. As the Oracle going to get, looking like it's actually going to get taken down here. Kvoth doesn't really want that, but he's going to be pretty happy to just rebuild an Oracle at some point here out of his temple when he gets that one up. But the big question is he does go double dock down on this side. What is he going to go for? Because does he just go one side here? Is that even going to be possible if he leaves like the villager over here to shank down a citizen or something, gets out an early Ajax as well as a crazy idea. But we already kind of know what Kvoth's plan is here. I imagine Kvoth is probably going to go for a 4:30. I doubt he goes for a 4-minute advance time on this map. It's a bit of a walk to get over to this location. He's getting himself his 4th fishing ship out, and this will dictate exactly what sort of strategy he wants to go for. Generally speaking, you go 6 fishing ships, then a temple, and that's it. If you go for the 4:30, if you go for the 4-minute advance time, it's kind of probably like a 4:10 here on this map. You go 4 fishing ship and then a temple. But yeah, looks like Kvoth is giving away exactly what he wants to do, whereas Shadowfaxx here trying to get his fishing ships out. He's got his double docks down, which might put him in a little bit of a difficult time to get a decent classical age time. We'll have to wait and see what he's actually going to try and do here, as the Kvoth's going to come over onto this location here. We see the temple coming up. It's still just 1 dock for Kvoth. He won't be sending a villager over here onto this location until a little bit later here. I do think that there is an idea here to get yourself an Ajax out. The question is, we see a little bit of a housing crisis here for Shadowfaxx. The question is, how do you find the extra 50 gold to get the Ajax out to deny a dock down here? It means you have to throw a storehouse down and go into the gold mine. Shadowfaxx now just about to advance. He's moving villagers over onto the gold mine, cancels all those villagers, going up through Athena. 348 or 345 advance time compared to Kvoth, who's looking like he's just a little bit in front here, maybe about 10 seconds or so, as the fishing ships coming through, and we do see the citizen sneaking over onto this location. Will the Kvoth spot this or not? Answer: yes, as Kvoth and the villager are going to be able to take on that citizen for the time being, pushing off this location. But we will see Kvoth just saying, I don't care, I'm getting the dock down. You're not going to stop me here. But the question is, will the citizen be able to escape, though, as we see a manor getting transported onto this position? Kvoth's so smart, so resourceful as he's trying to pull around here. We will see the attack continuing to come in as the Prometheus coming through. The villager will be able to garrison here. We see Bareem coming out on this position already as a dock coming down over here. Does Kvoth get anything out on this top side? Yes, he's getting a Bareem, but will it be too slow here as the citizen going to get another dock coming through? Do we see the Minotaur coming in? Yes, we do. This villager might need to come back and drop another dock down over there. Do we see some trireme coming out? Yes, we do. As the Promethean will immediately... Oh, can he get the citizen? No, he's just going to go straight after that... straight after those Deuterinos over here as the Minotaur has to pull back. We see the Ajax coming in as well as those trireme going after this. We've got a random fishing ship out over here as the dock does get deconstructed. Nice play there, but that does give Shadowfaxx every opportunity to hold on this position as the Minotaur going to move back in and try and start taking these locations down. With the help of that Ajax, you could also try and go after that citizen there as well, if he so chooses, as the Bareem's coming out. We potentially just stop. Potentially you just want to stop Bareem's over here and get the fishing ships out on this position, which is exactly what he's going to do over there. But does he stop them? He's got a full pop. He's housed at the moment. I don't mind the idea right now for Kvoth to just completely stop production and drop a town center here, because he's got the full control of this location. He's forced out X amount of trireme over here, and Shadowfaxx has to respect the Bareems coming through here. As we do see some units coming in onto this position, the trireme's going to be more than enough to push those oracles back with micro here from Shadowfaxx yet again, as he's going to try and take out the rest of those oracles. The ship's moving forward. Shadowfaxx taking his time over here, and both of those docks have stopped production over here. He's got 2 Bareems in here, 3 Bareems in here. as the military building's coming down for Kvoth, and the next stage of this game is underway. I'm surprised to see no town center going down immediately there, because this is such an overcommit from Shadowfaxx. He's got 9 ships here compared to the 3 for Kvoth, and Kvoth is spending, what, 125, 250 wood here for this, plus the 3 Bareems, which are a little bit cheaper anyways, but... You see this location going to get taken out. Kvoth also uses that dock there to get himself per scene. A little bit funny there, as more villagers are going to be starting to come out. And Kvoth ready to motor ahead into the next stage of this game. There's a military academy coming up on this position. And the Hades strength will be on full display in this game. You'd have to expect. Still needs to get one more fishing ship out onto this location here as the dock will be getting finished up over there. We've got some Murmillo out. Economic Guild coming down as Kvoth always after the economy here. He's got the resources coming in very fast to drop a town center here. He could go for the back town center if he wants, as this citizen also gets pulled to a much safer location over there. We'll see what Kvoth wants to do here, as he does end up going for that town center. The units moving out onto this position over here as an archery range trying to come up here. We've got some Hippocon coming through, hoplites coming through, everything else, as this villager trying to get himself a little bit of favor. Shadowfaxx got enough here actually to get himself the Chiron out. He just hasn't built it just yet, as the army going to have to retreat back. Nice play here from Shadowfaxx to keep his Minotaur away, as this Bareem... Oh, I like this play so much from Kvoth. He's just going to be patrolling the shore here to deny any sort of random dock shenanigans there, as the Triremes do clean that up. We'll see if Shadowfaxx is going to do something similar over here. The matter is actually in range, so he could get a little bit more value out of his trireme. As the town center coming down over there. Do we see a second town center? Not just yet. Kvoth doesn't have the gold here just yet, as the Minotaur coming in onto this position, going to be going after the manor here. He hits off the citizen off that manor, as he's going to be pulling back over there. Meanwhile, on this position, the Promethean going to get taken down by the Chiron. Has managed to get some good damage done there, but the Promethean offspring too fast there. 6.05 speed. Going to be able to retreat away from that one, as Shadowfaxx pulling back now. Lots of units here, 100 population per player here. But a lot of the population for Shadowfaxx is on that water there, so we'll have to start deleting those as he does do so. Just going to leave a handful on the shore for the time being, as his temple is still going to be under pressure here. Units still pushing through. We do see a raid coming in onto this location. Good micro here from Kvoth to keep himself alive. The Hippocon getting targeted down. Meanwhile, the units pushing in onto this fight. We do see a restoration getting dropped down here, as that's going to push these units away. We haven't seen the retreat over here just yet, as Chiron getting nearly half HP'd by one of those Murmillo, but the Murmillo almost dies there as well, as Kvoth has to pull back. Do we see a second town center coming through anytime soon here for Shadowfaxx? Oftentimes here, just staying one town center as Hades and going for Artemis is the right play. We've actually seen this happen once or twice here in this tournament already, as Shadowfaxx might want to do his own patrol over here. We'll see if he's going to make that happen, as Kvoth's army looking to push back over here. We do see the units pushing over here. Kvoth is really, really good at this. What he does is he never sends all of his citizens onto the home gold mine. He always moves them out onto a secondary gold mine, which really slows down any sort of like second gold mine potential gold stars that come through onto him. As you can see, he's already grabbed nearly 1,000 gold on this location. As Shadowfaxx looking over onto this position over here, he's about to get surrounded. We do see that Kvoth has got himself 130 population to Shadowfaxx's 115 population. As the army going to continue to fight here, we do see the town center coming up over here, as the Promethean offspring going to be making a little bit of difficulties here for Shadowfaxx. As now Kvoth says, well, I see you over here. I'm going to be attacking that. We see the Promethean offspring scouting around, making sure there's no back town center going up here. And we'll see if Shadowfaxx can actually fight here or not. But maybe this is a good bait here, because I don't think the town center is a good idea from Shadowfaxx, in all honesty. It will allow for a potential gold staff here for Kvoth, because unlike, I mean, Shadowfaxx's gold mine is decent over on the left side of the map, but unlike every other kind of Calm Shores map I've seen, this one doesn't seem that gold safe for Shadowfaxx here. But we do see the units continuing to fight here, and it will seem like Shadowfaxx's population is dropping, but he is winning this location fairly handedly, or at least trading equally. He'll also start getting some of those Hades shades over here. He needs to get his units to come through as well. Meanwhile, Town Center getting closer and closer to finishing over here. Is the Promethean going to come through and deny that one here? Shadowfax's army in a bit of disarray as the unit's still streaming in. Do we have some military buildings over here? Yes, we do, but Kvoth not spending them all. And Aphrodite actually is coming through. More and more, do I want Shadowfax to just accept that this Town Center is not going to go up, just retreat back and just say, all good, going to go Mythic Age and Earthquake, you Kvoth, and start making Chimera here. What are you going to do to stop that? As the answer, because Kvoth is full sending at this point, as we still see that Chiron here just defending beautifully. Going to pick off the Promethean Offspring, 90 population for Shadowfax. More units going to come over here. He will have access to a curse here very, very shortly as the army going after that Town Center to prevent it from going up. We still have 5 villagers over here. Shadowfax wouldn't be a bad idea to just send some villagers in here to help as the villagers get pulled off the Town Center. Going to shank down just a little bit on those Promethean Offspring as more units streaming in onto this position. No one really attacking anywhere else at this point as the villagers do pull back here. Shadowfax can simply just delete this, drop a market, go Mythic Age. We see Curse getting dropped here. More and more am I liking that play. He's going to send the villagers back up here to try and get the Town Center up, but there's going to be the Nemean Lion coming through here to help out. Kvoth is getting himself the resources, potentially to jump to the next age as well here. As he has to pull back as the army is just too strong. Those Hades Shades, too good. That Nemean Lion, the Curse coming through as well. And Shadowfax getting his Town Center up, even though... Well, we'll see what's going to happen is now the hoplites coming through to check out this gold mine over here. We see that the trireme was deleted over here. We're still seeing that Bareme move. Well, it's not moving back and forth anymore, but maybe Hyperion is already coming through for Kvoth here. And this is another kind of reason why maybe going Mythic Age wouldn't have been a bad idea. We actually see a decision here from Kvoth to pick something else, going through Rhea instead to try and steal the Nemean Lion away as the army pulling back here as Kvoth realizes he needs that time here to make this all work. As the army pulls back and Shadowfax can now go after this gold mine. We are seeing the villagers getting attacked very slightly here as the Nemean Lion just going to sit in onto this location. You could just leave this Nemean Lion here if you kind of realize that the Kronos player is going Heroic Age. It's not really that helpful anymore. So you do see a Hero Citizen getting sniped out on this position. Good play. Meanwhile, over here, the Hoplite does end up going down. But the Lion is going to the Citizen over here. 15 HP remaining. Will the Lion get a villager kill? He's going to be feasting tonight. He's got 3 HP remaining. Turns around and it will get to... Oh, the Garrison Micro from Kvoth barely notices that at the very last moment there. As the Mamilla are all out, Kvoth will be getting to the next age. Plenty of food in the bank right now for Kvoth. Do we see any sort of cheeky temples? Yes, we do. But Shadowfax spots it with his villagers, but will he notice it or not is the big question. You need at least 2 behemoths to take out a Town Center, and Shadowfax, he knows he's sending the heroes back to defend here. The heroes are defending on this position. No worries. The behemoth popping out over here. We see a wall coming up as the Bareme coming through here to deny that one. The Chiron coming through here. The Ajax coming back. Will he notice the behemoth or not? Meanwhile, he's putting pressure onto multiple different locations. The village is going to be garrisoning in onto that position over here as the army pushes through here to check out if there's anything else hiding on that location. With the dock coming up here, that's going to mean potential for some hammer ships to come through and start taking down fishing ships and everything else. The behemoth does next to no damage over here. Kvoth does cut that as well, as we now also see the 3rd Town Center up for Shadowfax. Meanwhile, the units over here have to retreat back, but Shadowfax can actually start going into the Paspis here, which really start making Kvoth's life very, very difficult. But Kvoth here decides Atlas is the way to go. He's going for some sort of a timing here with his Mythic Age. Question is, where is he going to move that temple to? He could just let the Argus pop out here, go after those villages. We do see some trireme getting built by Shadowfax at this point to get a little bit of raids done onto the water as the counter barracks going down over here, the military barracks going down. You could also send some villagers potentially forward to drop a fortress down onto this position as well. But we see Shadowfax now deciding Mythic Age is the way to go. Look at those resources coming up perfectly now for Shadowfax as the army for Kvoth moving across the map here. As Kvoth now pushing in onto this position, he's going to go after these units. Got to micro those Terma a little bit onto those Toxotes in the back here. He's going to be pulling back ever so slightly. Kvoth going to have to retreat away from this position. Meanwhile, citizens getting taken down on this position over here. One citizen going to go down very quickly there. Another citizen going to be falling on this position. Doesn't get the citizen killed. No, it teleports into the manor there. Shadowfax going to be very angry about that one. This citizen over here, 1 HP, does end up finally getting taken down. As Shadowfaxx going to be moving back over here. The big counter to Atlas is just attacking your opponent on his like important locations here. Because if he casts Implode here, it's like he's going to suck all of his own villagers in onto that location. As we see heavy infantry coming through. Still no Mythic Age just yet for Shadowfaxx, but he's pressuring this location nicely over here. So starting to see Contarius coming in. Where's the next age for Shadowfaxx as he does click up? Does he click up? Where does he click up? Over here, we see Artemis coming out as the Argus does pop through. He's going to start getting raids onto this location. We do see the implode getting dropped as the unit's not going to be able to get out of the implode here. Everything's getting sucked in. Artemis, the god of choice, not a Hephaestus here for Shadowfaxx. A big question mark there as we do see some fire ships now coming through to take out the fishing ships on this location. Meanwhile, over here, we've seen the dock getting taken down as well. The Ajax Chiron killing off everything over here as the Achilles going to come through to try and finish off that Argus here. Will we see Shadowfaxx dropping out here? Yes, he does. He's going after the Bareem there nicely. The Argus will fall. The fire ships taking down all of these fishing ships as well, as Shadowfaxx not paying attention to that. Complete disarray in this game right now. Both players under attack kind of everywhere here. However, Kvoth a little bit short on gold. No, he's got all his citizens still happily mining over there. Going to have to think about getting his town center up really, really shortly as the Nemean line over here does get stolen. But that was really smart by Shadowfaxx. He built one Nemean lion to bait the trader because he's got a Chimera coming. And what's better than a Nemean lion? 100% the Chimera. Great play by Shadowfaxx. Good bait. Kvoth falls for it as the Nemean line going to be searching around. Where's the earthquake going to come down? I guess you just earthquake the main base and try and knock down some manas. Get some value where that's concerned. As the Nemean line moving around, where are the heroes here? The hero's going to simply just come through, clean up that Nemean line. No problems where that's concerned. The temple's still sitting on this location, though, causing some problems. Fortified town centers coming through now for Kvoth as Shadowfaxx really defending beautifully in this game. As the Mamilo swinging through here, we will be seeing the army starting to target down the settlement on this position. But the Chimera, where are they headed? They're coming straight for the villagers on this location. Meanwhile, the fire ships still going after these fishing ships nicely, but the earthquake drops. Kvoth says no more as he realizes the situation he's in this game, not able to continue anymore. And Kvoth's dream run in this tournament is put to a stop by the mighty Shadowfaxx. Sometimes experience trumps any cheeky shenanigans. Beautiful play here from Shadowfaxx. Great counter to the Kronos. Played around it nicely. I reckon Kvoth got a little bit unlucky that he sent his citizen to a different side than Shadowfaxx went in the early game. But he just didn't get enough out early enough here to deal with Shadowfaxx and take advantage of his Kronos in this game, and didn't convert after that very well either. In all honesty, he needed to probably get both the town centers up. Instead of saying one town center, you probably could have got both of them up in the classical age instead of putting all the pressure on over here. Just get that boom going and look for more of a Mythic Age kind of situation rather than a classical age attack. But a really, really good game here. Really well played by Shadowfaxx. Well played by Kvoth as well. Really nice series. Shadowfaxx gets to go through to the semifinals. He's now in the money. We're going to be waiting for the next games to come, as I think there's just one more remaining here to be played in the quarterfinals. If you guys are enjoying these series, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next game.